Usher 1F is a recessive genetic disease that causes profound hearing loss.
Young people, young children, to first be born without their hearing.
And ultimately leads to retinitis pigmentosa.
Which means that they're going to gradually lose their vision and they have vestibular issues.
You also have balance issue, like you can't ride a bike or ice skating, and also it's affecting your vision, and you start to lose your vision over the year. You start with a tunnel vision, it's getting smaller and smaller over the years.
The mission of Usher 1F that has been since day one is always about funding the most critical research that we can find and collaborate with different researchers around the world or in the US to provide the best route for every dollar that's raised to find the cure for blindness.
Fund research
To find a cure.
Have a cure.
for a cure to stop the progression of the blindness.
Either could stop or restore the vision.
And she's showing that all the funds that we have raised directly fund the research, and the research are just to show how far we've come and how much more work we have to do.
It's a rare disease, so getting the pharmaceutical industry to pay attention to it can be an uphill battle.
We are trying to raise $10 million to take our leading genetic therapy from a laboratory to patients that need it in the clinic and put it in the hands of ophthalmologists who can treat individuals with Usher syndrome type 1F and prevent them from losing their vision.
We want to raise the awareness about Usher 1F and how challenged, difficult about the disease, and it's very hard to live as being deaf and blind. Therefore, we want people to donate, to be part of it, of amazing mission over here, so we could get a cure. If people don't know about this, why would they donate it? Why do they want to be part of it? So that's why we want bring people attention about it.
Yeah, so the organization has been around for 10 years, but we're celebrating 10 years and raising $10 million, which has allowed the organization to fund cutting-edge research, and we're getting very close to finding a treatment. Now it's all about raising more money and more awareness, ultimately the next $10 million, so that so many of the kids that are affected by this can perhaps one day get their vision back. But what this organization has done with the families who have kids who are suffering from this cruel disease have done has been to band together, to raise money, raise awareness, and we're getting really close to a solution.
All of our friends and family and supporters have done so much for us. I was proud to be able to show what we've done with all the money and time and dedication that everyone's put into the Usher 1F Collaborative, and to show how far we've come since Zachary's been diagnosed.
Being that we were able to have all of the board members at one event was great. We've never had that before. We had a special entertainer that actually had gene therapy to actually cure his blindness, and just amazing speakers. We had 2 other speakers that have Usher syndrome 1F, and how important it is to actually find a cure for every kid and adult that has Usher syndrome.
This Usher 1F, people get confused what is blind and legal blind. The difference is blind means completely blind, like you're born blind. This is over the time you lose your vision, and you start off, you see everything, but as you get older, you start losing it because you're so used to the certain way of a life, and it slowly takes away of your living life. For example, my children, I have 2 children, and I would like to see them to grow. I know what their face looks like now, but I don't know about the future. Am I going to see them?
Without a cure, blindness is inevitable. But we are so hopeful that our leading genetic therapy can make a difference. We are so excited about moving it into the clinic and hopefully preventing vision loss and potentially restoring vision.
I'm gonna cry. He is my heart, the best little boy, and I want you to know that I will stop at nothing until I know that his future is bright and he's not gonna lose his vision, because that boy loves art, he loves being creative. He loves seeing things. He wants to travel. He asked me one about driving a car. I just want him to have the life that everyone wants for their children.
So, obviously, Zachary is an amazing kid, just like any other kid that's out there that's suffering from Usher syndrome 1F. What most people don't realize is all the struggles that go into as their daily routine. Going to school, reading a paper, writing, being on just outside is difficult in many ways in terms of their balance, their vision, their hearing. So a lot of parents and or kids don't realize how tough it is on kids and or adults. Concept tonight was to actually give more information about Usher syndrome that people don't know about it. It's kind of one of those invisible syndromes where you can look at somebody and not realize that they are losing their vision and that don't realize that they're suffering and just see them as a normal kid. Zachary is a normal kid and so is everybody else, but they're dealing with a lot of different issues that are not in people's faces unless you ask them a question. So our hope and goal is obviously that we cure any sort of blindness or stop any progressive vision loss for all adults.
I just want people to know we're all born with 5 cents. And the fact that you get 1 cent taken away, no big deal. You learn how to overcome it. But when you have been born with a specific sense, meaning your vision, and to have it be gradually taken away from you, it's heartbreaking and it's hard because it's hard to know how to prepare or expect what the outcome will be. I just want people to understand that be grateful that you have all 5 senses or maybe 4, but to have no way of controlling the fact that you can't control when you might lose one of the senses because it's really up to biology. It's very hard to grasp how you can't control that because it's out of your control. So I want people to understand that while we're all here, we're all strong, we're getting through, we're rolling with the punches. But to be frank, I love seeing things. I love seeing the beauty in the world. And the fact that I already had to deal with learning how to hear and understand people, to take away my ability to hear, it's already taking away another, it's adding a barrier to communication with people. Yeah, my sense of taste, smell, and feel, it's a lot more heightened. A lot of my friends always make fun of me because if I'm, eating something, I'll say something tastes off, and I don't know that it's because something is expired.
Help us find a cure.
Help us find a cure. We need your help today.
Help the Usher 1F Collaborative find a cure or treatment for blindness.
We need to raise $10 million to move our gene therapy out of the laboratory and into the clinic.
You can visit www.usher1f.org and go online and click donate and help us fund the research that is in store at the moment.
And learn about our foundation. If you can donate, please donate. If you can't donate, please share our story, our link, and help us make sure that Zachary's future is bright.